Today's tutorial is for this beautiful textured stitch. It is both textured and lacy. This is what it looks like on the right side, and this is what it looks like on the wrong side. To make the sample, I will use Alize Angora Gold yarn. This yarn is category 2. It's 20% wool and 80% acrylic. I will be crocheting with a hook size E, 3.5 millimeters. The starting chain must be a multiple of 12 plus 1, and I will make a sample starting with 50 chains. Here I have 50 chains, and now into the second chain from the hook I work a single crochet. We never count the chain on the hook, we always start counting from the next one. So 1, 2, and over here I work a single crochet. Now I'm going to skip the next 5 chains and I will be working into the next one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and into this chain right here I will work 11 trebles. So I do yarn over twice and then I work a treble. And again, yarn over twice and into the same chain I work a treble. So I need to make a total of 11 trebles. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So over here into this same chain I worked a total of 11 trebles. Now I'm going to skip the next 5 chains, but over here be careful, because when you work all the 11 trebles into one chain, this chain stretches and the next chain, the chain next to it, becomes quite small and difficult to see. But you have to make sure that you are skipping that chain too. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and into the next chain I make a single crochet. So let's look at it again. After I made a single crochet over here, I skipped 5 chains, and into the next one I worked 11 trebles. Then I skipped 5 chains again, and into the next one I worked a single crochet. And now I'm going to repeat this same sequence again. I skip 5 chains, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and into the next one again I will work 11 trebles. I worked 11 trebles, and again the chain after the chain into which I work the trebles becomes small and difficult to see, but I need to make sure to count it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I skip these 5 chains, and into the next one I make a single crochet. And that's how I'm going to continue crocheting this row all the way across. And at the end of the row, again, I skip 5 chains, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and into the very last one, I make a single crochet. So this is the first row of these beautiful big shells. I turn my work and I start the next row with 1 chain, and into this very first single crochet I make a single crochet. Next 3 chains, 1, 2, 3, and now I will be working front post single crochets around the next 4 trebles. So I insert the hook like this and I work a single crochet. Around the next treble I insert the hook like this and work a single crochet. So basically here I'm working front post single crochets. I worked 4 of them. Next 2 chains, 1, 2, and I skip the next treble, and into the next one I work a regular single crochet. Now again 2 chains, 1, 2, I skip the next treble, and over here I have 4 more trebles, and I will work a front post single crochet around each one of them. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And working front post single crochets creates this beautiful texture on the right side of the pattern. Next 3 chains, 1, 2, 3, and the pattern begins to repeat from here. Over the next 4 trebles I will work front post single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then 2 chains, 1, 2, skip the next treble, and into the next treble I work a regular single crochet. 2 chains, 1, 2, skip the next treble, and over the next 4 trebles I work a front post single crochet. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Again 3 chains, 1, 2, 3, and the same thing I will work over here. So that's how I'm going to continue crocheting this row. And at the end of the row I make 3 chains, 1, 2, 3, and I make a single crochet into the last single crochet. So now I have 2 rows finished. I turn my work and I start the next row with 1 chain, and into the next chain 3 space I make a single crochet. Now I skip these 4 front post single crochets, and over here I have chain 2 space, and into this space I will work 5 trebles. So yarn over twice and I make a treble, and again yarn over twice and I make a treble, and so on. I need a total of 5 trebles. Next, I will be working a double treble, and it's going to be a front post double treble, and I will work it around the treble under the next single crochet. So over here I have a single crochet which was worked into this middle treble of this shell. So around this middle treble, inserting the hook like this, I'm going to work a double treble. So I do yarn over 3 times. 1, 2, 3, and I work a front post double treble. So here I have a very tall stitch, and it worked as front post stitch. Now over here I have chain 2 space, and into this chain 2 space I work 5 trebles. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I skip the next 4 front post single crochets, and into the chain 3 space over here I make a single crochet. And now I'm going to work the next shell in exactly the same way. First over here I work 5 trebles into the chain 2 space. And now around the treble under the next single crochet I will work a front post double treble. And into the next chain 2 space again I work 5 trebles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And into the next chain 3 space right here I make a single crochet. And that's how I'm going to crochet this row. And I finished this row with a single crochet into the last chain 3 space. So now I have 3 rows worked. I turn my work and I start the next row with 1 chain and a single crochet into the very first single crochet. Next 3 chains, 1, 2, 3, and just as I did in row number 2, around the next 4 trebles I will work front post single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4. Next I make 2 chains, 1, 2, I skip the next treble, and into the next front post double treble, that long stitch, I make a single crochet. So on the other side the single crochet is worked into this long front post stitch. 2 chains, 1, 2, I skip the next treble, and around the next 4 trebles I work a front post single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4. Next 3 chains, 1, 2, 3, and over here I will work the same sequence again, and that's how I'm going to continue crocheting this entire row. And at the end of the row I make 3 chains and a single crochet into the last single crochet. So now I have 4 rows worked. I turn my work, and now the pattern simply repeats for the last 2 rows, so row number 3 and row number 4. So I'll start to show it a little bit more. I turn and I make 1 chain, and into the chain 3 space over here I work a single crochet. I skip the next 4 front post single crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, And next over here I have a chain 2 space in which I work 5 trebles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now I will work a front post double treble, so yarn over 3 times, and I work it around the front post double treble, which is under the next single crochet. So around this stitch right here, that's where I work the front post double treble. Very tall stitch. Next over here I have chain 2 space, and into this space I work 5 trebles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And into the next chain 3 space, a single crochet, and the same begins to repeat over here. So that's how this pattern is worked, and you get a very beautiful textured and lacy stitch.